Roth's Shoes, Crystal Lake Travel, and the Plaza Beauty Salon. This aerial view is from the collection of Bill Baker, one of the plaza's developers. The following photos of the plaza's destruction came from several sources, including a series of photos taken by local photographer Jim Seymour, and those provided by Jean and Robert Littler, Wayne Reese, Daryl Allen Seams, Bill Baker, and Bill Keith. The First National Bank of Crystal Lake was located on the far end closest to Keith. The drive-up banking windows were on the side of the building, and it looks like somebody's camper went in the wrong window.
So that's the New Balance shoe store now.
About where New Balance is.
Oh, okay.
That is nice to put in relation to what it is now.
This next is the professional building. Then we had the Chicory that offered food to take out, featuring roasted chicken and barbecue ribs. The Piggly Wiggly. Locals loved this store, affectionately calling it the Pig. And there is another view of the Piggly Wiggly. No, that's further west in the plaza. It's west of the V. The V, Broadhead's flooring store and HC Stamp and Coin, is still in business today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here's another image of the V. Here's the roof of May's Drugstore. Park District Superintendent Jim Orkfitz was shopping at May's Drugstore during the storm. He is quoted in the Crystal Lake Herald as saying, "I grabbed a couple of little kids and got down on the floor over them. And when I saw the roof start to go, I thought we had had it." Neisner's was located east of the V. It was one of the plaza's anchor stores in 1965. Here's another view of Neisner's department store. The far left, you can see there's one of those little mechanical horses. Looks like it didn't get hit at all. And here's the parking lot right in front of Neisner's. Roth's Shoes, the Western Auto Store, original copies of newspapers relating to the tornado are kept in the archives of the Crystal Lake Historical Society. These were donated to the society by local residents who had saved copies. Thank goodness we have some pack rats living in our city. Although far less clear than original photos, the following newspaper photos also show the destruction of the tornado to the Crystal Lake Plaza. And I'll narrate the associated caption that was printed with these photos. Neisner Brothers store in the plaza was turned into a shambles as the storm struck viciously. The huge and modern Piggly Wiggly store at the plaza was put out of business as the storm unleashed full fury there. Every establishment in the Crystal Lake Plaza suffered severe damage Sunday when the disastrous tornado hit. Some stores were almost completely destroyed. The Piggly Wiggly Market was one of the worst hit. Standard Oil Station on Route 14 in Keith on the shopping plaza's southwest corner was smashed into rubble by the murderous tornado. The station is owned by Sam Zenka. At least 20 persons were trapped when the roof over Neisner's dime store in the Crystal Lake Shopping Plaza collapsed at the height of Sunday's tornado. Police picked through rubble until early this morning but could find no bodies. A stock boy at the store said he helped drag the injured from the debris. The plaza was virtually destroyed as the twister cut a half-mile path through part of the city. Okay, this home video recording shows the destruction of the Crystal Lake Plaza and several nearby neighborhoods. This was taken with one of the old 8mm movie film things that you had at that time and has been converted. Oh, hang on. We're looking at Colby subdivision here. Mrs. Brown's little daughter. And now we're starting to get into Coventry subdivision. Colby subdivision was developed by Crystal Lake native Raymond Colby during the post-war housing boom of the early 1950s. The Colby subdivision is located directly behind or north of the Crystal Lake Plaza. This photo shows Raymond Colby and his family, and as you can guess, many of the streets in Colby subdivision were named after his children and other family members. So some of those names look familiar. We had Gail here at one of our earlier presentations, and she lamented to me that she only got a quart. The 1965 Palm Sunday tornado decimated Colby subdivision. Hundreds of homes were destroyed or severely damaged. Very few homes escaped the storm's destruction. This photo took up about 2/3 of the back page of the Chicago Daily News, and it had to be scanned actually in two separate images and pieced together. It was so large.
So what streets are those now?
I cannot tell you.
Oh.
think the biggest problem